The American Curl is a kind, active and sociable cat breed. They have an unusual origin story. The breed was discovered almost by accident and bred literally from one single ancestor cat. American Curls, thanks to many years of crossing with outbred cats, have received good health and good immunity. History of the origin of American Curls. The breed dates back to 1981. A married couple Ruga and Joe Grace found a black kitten with unusually wrapped ears on the street. They adopted a stray cat and named her Shulamith, not suspecting that she would soon become the founder of a new breed. The cat had a silky coat and a completely black, glossy color. When the cat grew up, she gave birth to 4 kittens from a mongrel cat, 2 of which were also with wrapped ears. Then the owners of the cat realized that kittens with wrapped ears can be crossed with ordinary cats and half of the kittens in the litter will be unusual. This is how the history of the American Curl breed began. The Grace couple, along with other kitten owners they sold them, began to develop a new breed. To do this, they turned to the Cat Fanciers Association in 1983 when there were only a few kittens with wrapped ears. At the same time this breed got its name, where curl means wrapped, upturned, coil. In the same year, the breed was first presented at the California show. The American Curls were so popular and liked by experts and the public, so much that they began to appear in the CFA as an experimental breed. Already in 1987, the breed was recognized by some reputable associations, although it had a strict standard, only long hair. It was only in 1991 that short-haired curls were recognized, which were named variettes. Interesting fact, in 1993 to 1994, American Curls gained nationwide recognition. This breed entered all lists of cat breeds, acquired its own standards and gained popularity among many countries of the world. Any pedigree of the American Curl goes back to the ancestor, the cat Shulamith. But this was not the only cat with wrapped ears. They met in California, Oklahoma, Utah and many other states and were also found in landfills in Australia. All of these cats have a common gene that makes their ears unusual in shape. American Curl, breed description. Based on the CFA standard, American Curls are cats with good body balance. They are slender, graceful, not at all massive, but not too thin and fragile. Typically these cats weigh between 3 and 5 kilograms, while cats can reach 7 kilograms. Cats and cats differ, not only in their weight, but also in other indicators, such as a wider forehead in cats, more pronounced cheeks. Such differences are generally characteristic of many domestic cats. The head of the American Curl has a wedge-shaped shape and smooth transitions. There should not be any sharp corners in the features of these cats. At the same time, cats are quite cheeky. They have pronounced whisker pads and chubby cheeks. The nose of the American Curl is not long, but moderate in size. It rises slightly from the eyes to the forehead, slightly upturned. The nape of cats merges smoothly into the neck without sharp corners. Also, American Curls have a strong massive chin. Scissor or straight bite. Ear reversal is strictly regulated by the Breeders' Commission. It can be either 90 or 180 degrees, but not less. From the base to the third of the ear, there should be dense thick cartilage, which ensures a uniform bend. The base of the ear is necessarily wide, the curve is smooth, without breaking. The end of the ear is wide, large, set strictly vertical to the base, but not too low, it should not touch the head. Tufts of hair are welcomed in the ears. The eyes of American Curls are oval, elongated and large. Landing oblique, wide, from the top of the nose to the base of the ears. The look is sly and a little surprised. The color of the eyes is arbitrary, does not depend on the color of the coat, but the obligatory criterion is shiny bright tints. Popular colors of American Curls. American Curls are very diverse in color. It is caused by the constant disorderly crossing of cats with other breeds, as well as with mongrel cats. Colors can be either monochrome or mixed, the main thing is that it can be easily identified, and there are no crazy mixes of colors. The coat of American Curls is soft, very shiny, even glossy. Should feel like smooth silk. The guard hair is short, and there is very little of it, the main coat is down, undercoat. The norm for the breed is from 70% of the wool undercoat. Long-haired cats of this breed have a lot of fluff in the tail area, a good fluffy collar. The wool does not stick out in different directions, but slightly adheres to the body. Short-haired cats should not have long guard hairs. TICA allows the following color groups of American Curls. Solid color, solid. It can be black, white, blue, red and chocolate. The main thing is that there are no marks and the color is uniform, without sharp color changes. Bicolor is a combination of 2 colors. The background is necessarily white. Most often, black and white and white are combined, silver or silvery color. It is a beautiful, smoky blue color. It can also be reddish, tabby, or something else, but a cold silver tint is required. This is the rarest color for American Curls. Color point are tortoiseshell, striped, red striped, dark gray, and tortie point cats. Tabby is a marbled color with spots or blurred stripes. Colors may vary. Most associations recognize cats of all possible colors. The nature and habits of American curls. American curls have an unusual character. They combine irrepressible energy and quiet balance, which is very rare for purebred cats, which are usually temperamental. Fun fact, these cats are curious, outgoing and friendly. They need attention and care, and are strongly attached to their master. Most of all, they like to be next to him, sleeping next to him, jumping on their knees, watching work or cooking, playing with the owner while cleaning. Because of their nature, American curls love children. They especially enjoy playing with children, as American curls will never hurt them. In addition, thanks to their friendliness, these cats get along well with other cats or other species of animals, including dogs. Curls cannot stand long loneliness and begin to yearn for the owner. American curls are not aggressive at all. They do not rush at other animals and are not inclined to defend their territory. On the contrary, they welcome new guests and are in a hurry to meet strangers. If the cat is offended, then it will prefer to run away and hide. For their playfulness and friendliness, American curls remain calm animals. They have a barely audible voice, so you shouldn't worry about the noise. If they need something, they will touch the owner with their paws and quietly purr, then they will loudly shout and demand their own. American curls are easy to train and quickly understand house rules and regulations. Interesting facts about American curls. In fact, there are very few American curls. The breed appeared relatively recently, so it has not yet managed to get hold of numerous descendants. About 200 kittens are born to the largest clubs and breeders of American curls per year. This is not enough according to modern trends. The first breeder of American curls in Russia gave an interview in which she said that the largest feline federation, which is the official founder of the American curl breed, bred only 160 kittens in 1999 and 185 in 2000. These are disastrous numbers. The breed is endangered. The same breeder noted that it was very difficult to get a kitten. As a breeder, she underwent a serious test. The United States is very proud of the American curl breed. At one time, t-shirts were even distributed, which had the distinctive inscription, "I love my American curl." These t-shirts were popular with both women and men. Due to the fact that the breed is relatively new, some habits and behavior have not yet been established with reliable accuracy. Cat owners note that American curls love people, show affection, but do not get bored and do not curl underfoot. These cats are moderately energetic and love children. The ears of adult American curls resemble horns. Cat owners even say that cats love to butt with these horns. They curl their heads under the arm or rub their foreheads against their legs, as if butting the owner. This is how cats ask to be petted. Some cats like to bring offerings of dead animals to their owners. American curls are deprived of this habit since they have almost lost their hunting instinct. They prefer to please the owner with their presence and affection rather than such gifts. Pros and cons of American curls. American curls have many advantages. Among them, the following facts stand out. American curls are easy to care for. Thanks to crossing with different breeds and with mongrel cats, they have inherited good immunity and do not have any genetic diseases. Cats are friendly, so don't worry that they won't like a new animal or new family member. They are ready to meet. American curls get along well even with hamsters and parrots. They like to play and watch, not hunt. American curls are clean. They will not bring home dirt or dead animals. They lick themselves on their own, including their paws after a walk. They are quick-witted and intelligent cats that are trainable and well-bred. Kittens quickly start walking into the litter box. American curls are good pets for families with small children. Curls are happy to play with children, sleep next to them, and spend time with them. American curls will never offend a child, even if he bothers him. Maximum, American curl can try to hide from undue attention. Fun fact, this breed is ideal for single people because American curls are always in the company of a loved one and do not leave him. This breed has no disadvantages. Some owners note that American curls are very affectionate, so they seriously miss when the owner is away for a long time. For example, leaving such a cat for a few days cannot be taken care of by another person since the cat will refuse to eat and yearn. It is better to take the American curl with you on your trip. Breeding of American curls. For mating, American curl cats are taken, but there are exceptions. The main thing is that the breeds are compatible and the kittens do not have congenital genetic diseases. For example, American curls will not be mated to Persian cats or other breeds that have severe skull deformities. At the same time, American curls can be knitted with munchkins. The offspring will turn out to be short-legged and with wrapped ears. If the American curl is knitted with another breed, then half of the kittens in the litter will have curled ears. This feature plays into the hands of breeders and slows down breeding. On the one hand, the American curl can be mated with anyone, and on the other, it is better to look for a pair of the same breed so that all offspring are purebred. In addition, mongrel cats give their offspring additional immunity and bring diversity to the gene pool. The angle of the wrapped ears in the parents does not affect the level of the wrapped ears in the offspring. Kittens' ear shape can be very different from that of the parent. Kittens are initially born with straight ears, and it takes only 4 months for their ears to roll back. It is during this period that you can determine what class the kitten will be: pet, show, breed. American curls do not require any special care during pregnancy. These are healthy and strong cats with good immunity, which are comfortable with pregnancy and give birth easily. Of course, you should have your veterinarian's number on hand, but overall everything goes well. Usually a cat gives birth to 4 to 6 kittens. Caring for American curls. American curls are divided into 2 types: short-haired and long-haired. Short-hair cats do not require any special care. Once a week, it is enough to comb them with a stiff bristly brush, removing dead guard hair and fluff. You can also use a rubber glove for these purposes. American curls are clean, so there is no need to bathe them more often than once a month, although these cats bathe with great pleasure. Long-haired curls require more grooming. The coat should be combed out at least once every 2 days, but it is better to do this every day. Long hair does not need special care, so they should be bathed no more than once every 2 to 3 months. Ear care is what really matters when caring for American curls. You need to brush your ears carefully, about once a week. To do this, use cotton swabs and discs moistened with warm water. Excessive immersion in the auricle can cause pain in the American curl. These cats do not like to be touched by the ears, as the ears are very sensitive. This must be explained to children and guests who come to the house. American curls love walking. To do this, you should stock up on a leash and special clothing so that the cat does not catch a cold in the cold season. Of course, you only need to walk with a fully vaccinated animal because, even with all your immunity, there is a risk of catching the disease. Also, every 2 months you need to give them medicine for internal parasites. American curls are timid animals, so you should not let them go for walks unattended. They cannot fend for themselves. Diet of American curls. American curls need the very best nutrition. These should be premium quality feed and higher. All food is served according to the established schedule in fractional portions. Adult cats are fed approximately twice a day. American curls prefer dry food and are healthier for them. Dry food cleans teeth from plaque and removes tartar. Such food should be selected based on the age of the American curl, so feeding juveniles with dry food is not worth it. Important fact: feeding natural products is difficult because it requires careful selection of ingredients. More than 80% of the portion should contain quality meat, since American curls are, first of all, predators and then pets. Lean meat such as veal, chicken, turkey, and rabbit can be served. Byproducts are also good for cats of this breed: lungs, liver, kidneys, hearts, etc. The main thing is to freeze the product well, cool it to room temperature, and serve American curl in a bowl. In addition, the following foods should be included in the diet: cereals, millet, rye, oats, rice. These foods are rich in fiber and will also add satiety to your diet. Vegetables also have a lot of fiber and also replenish the vitamin and mineral balance in the cat's body. Greens, including those that you can buy at a pet store and grow yourself. Low-fat dairy products, yogurt, kefir, cottage cheese. All without additives and, moreover, sugar, additional vitamin and mineral complexes. You cannot feed the American curl from the table. Give him fatty, fried, sweet and salty foods. American curl should not be given any flour products either. An exception is bran bread, which cats sometimes willingly eat. Diseases and health problems. American curls have no genetic diseases. They can be transmitted from cats of other breeds, which were crossed with American curl, but in general cats are completely healthy and have strong immunity. American curls are inactive and like to sit in one place, therefore they are prone to obesity, which has a negative effect on the cardiovascular system. In addition, American curls have allergies, but such moments are detected only during the growth and development of the kitten. There are a number of minor illnesses that can occur in American curls. Most of these are the result of inadequate care and feeding. Such diseases include diseases of the teeth, when the cat does not eat enough dry food or does not gnaw anything at all. Inflammation of the genitourinary tract, cystitis, worms. The most common problem faced by American curl owners is ear infections. Their ears have a very narrow ear canal, so they need to be carefully cleaned, not irritated, and checked regularly by a veterinarian. All this can be easily treated with veterinary intervention or inexpensive medications. Of course, you should regularly vaccinate American curls and follow the rules of care, then the cat will live a long and healthy life. By the way, American curls live a very long time, up to 18 years. They are champions among pedigree cats. American curl, price and how to buy it correctly. To be sure of purchasing a real American curl, you should only contact trusted nurseries and reputable breeders. American curl kittens will not be sold on the market or on websites, they are 100% not American curls. The breed is very expensive and rare, so the market cannot be sold. It costs around $75 to $150 to adopt an American curl. Conversely, it can be prohibitively expensive to buy a curl from a breeder, they are usually somewhere in the $1,000 to $1,200 range. The cost of an American curl kitten depends on the following factors: angle of inversion of the ears, exterior of the individual, gender. Cats are more expensive than cats, since they can produce purebred offspring even from outbred cats. Nursery prestige, kitten show class, breed. Kittens with an unconfirmed origin cost from $50 to $100. At 4 months, the kitten's ear has already been formed, so the kittens are ready for sale. Kittens with straight ears at this age are not classified as American curls. When buying, of course, you should pay attention to the twisted ears. The length of the coat and color do not matter, therefore, it is better to check with the breeder about the characteristics of a particular litter. Of course, kittens must be vaccinated. The American curl is a great pet that you can safely have in families with children or animals. They are peaceful, playful and very affectionate. You can be sure of the loyalty of your pet, they really adore the owner and follow him everywhere. Although there are relatively few of these cats in the world, they are gradually gaining popularity in various countries.